Let's just make sure that he's fully healed, actually. He's still got a med kit. No, he hasn't. Activate the control console. Just rush through this because we don't need to reread it. Does he need... Oh, he needs to be closer to that, so... If we put you there, and then get you to summon the fire elemental probably here. And then move it to here. If we move to there, get the armour up and running, get some more armour on me. Put Glory in there. Try and geek the mage. Move to there. Right. Move him forward. So that's going to be a move and then an attack. So I'd rather just kill the rigger if I can. And you should be able to just nail. Ow. Ow. So he broke my armour, that's a bit mean. Ow. $30 damage. It's a bit mean. Oh, I didn't realise he was... Right, so I need to nail... to heal him, and then probably nail him. I probably want to nail... I can kill that guy. Ow! Ow! Switch to the minigun. It's going quite well at the moment. I don't know how long for though. It will continue to go this well. Send Glory in for the kick move. She missed it, but it's fair enough. Aim shot. Oh, I hit Glory twice. Let's get some armor on myself. Get Glory pistol out. Go into sword mode, or axe mode. Axe them to death. Let's try a pommel strike, followed by that one. A long distance bolt, that worked well. Another bolt, that worked well. Just go full on charge death mode. There we go. That worked well, so let's go downstairs. The game is saved, so we don't have to do that bit again. If we fail. Right, so if I've got the feeling... Oh, we're in combat mode, so there's probably stuff here. Let's move the big guy to somewhere where he's got a bit of cover. I'm going to armor up, because that seems like a good idea. Probably set him there. What does that do? Concentrates mana, a similar effect to a medium ley line. Let's reduce damage for a bit. Let's have her use a thing on herself. Good miss. Oh, grenade. 8 damage and 0 damage. Right, so I need to heal. I need to kill the guy who's trying to get the prototype. So I'm going to switch the prototype to Choppy. Have him go in and chop twice. Another grenade. Ow! That's fine, that thing can attack as much as it wants. It was a misclick of doom. Alright, so let's put you there. Let's get you using that. And that. Then use your normal attacks. Stun grenade. I didn't know that happened. Right, let's do him. Let's throw stun grenade if you can to there. Oh, you've missed, but that's not a bad miss. Reload. Fire that random one. Switch to chain gun, go full auto on him. And him. Get her in the corner and cast that. Reload the chain gun. Take one of them down. That's two of them down. Let's get an aim shot. Let's reload. Let's do some healing. Move to there, fire a couple of rounds off. Could really do with you. Charge! Right, reload. I could really use a heal myself. And then get everyone set up in a good way. Make sure everyone's fully reloaded. Probably heal him because I don't think he's got any healing packs left. No, he's got nothing in his inventory left anymore. Now if we place that there, can he see anything? No, not from there. Just get everyone around the corners. Don't know what else. I can definitely see a couple of people there. Don't know what else I've got to deal with though. Not sure if unlocking that door is a good idea or not. Can I give that armor? No, can't give that armor. Can I give him an aim accuracy though? Nope. Right, so if we move that thing, if we move him to there, then put him on Overwatch, and move to there, and move to there, move to there, and put Glory there. We're on Sniper Shot on Overwatch as well. Can you open this door? Examine the console. Unlock the door. No, not yet. It's going surprisingly well so far. I'm gonna catch up with him now. That doesn't look nice. I could reopen that up, I'm guessing, but there's probably no point. Don't think there wouldn't be anything new placed in there because Knight Errant are in there, would they? Move him up a bit, see what you can see. So there's a big group of people there. Let's place him there actually, and then let's end the turn. I should be able to make sure everyone's moved round. Into good positions. Make sure everyone's guns are reloaded and stuff. Really, just healing 2 points is not really worth it, is it? Alright, so to go 2 would be anywhere around here, wouldn't it? Is there a heavy armour place within 2? There's there. Tempted to place, let's place him there actually. So you've got a rigger there. I think I need to kill. Right, so I need to get everyone moved into positions where they can do some damage. There's a sniper there as well. Shit. So let's recreate her armor and healer. Get the summoned spirit out and get it moved. Have him go close combat. That's fine. But I think I'm gonna lose him. Oh no. Get to there. Can you summon another spirit from there? No, you can't. So heal yourself. Use your mana bomb. increase. He's out of ammo, so needs to reload. Then needs to... So they're running away, which is nice. Oh, they've called in for reinforcements. How mean. Switch, reload your chain gun. Reload your pistol. Let's get back actually. I'm tempted to try and get to there, but with all this firepower they're bringing forth, it's going to be an issue. Gotta stop missing, come on. So he hasn't got a shot from there, but that's fine. He has though. Let's take him out if we can. He can't control a drone because he doesn't have one. Just let them do whatever they want to do. Probably be a good idea to take out the maid if I can. That'll be a difficult run, won't it? Not enough shooter ammo. Reload. You want to get back to somewhere safe. We switch to the minigun again and try and make sure we nail a few people down. Okay, so he's escaped, that's fine. Ow. So they're gonna just damage it for funsies. Can't believe that hit him, that was a massive long distance. Gonna move and miss. That's gonna take a shot at him. Yay, we're all done. That went surprisingly smooth. I didn't realise how hard the thing was. So now it's time to leave. Oh, ooh, it's having a bit of a moment. Okay, so it looks like we're done here. We step into the garage, prototype in tow, here Schmidt's vans awaits. Decisions, Herr Chief. He shakes his head. Can't say that I like the idea of handing this thing over to Schmidt. Lord knows what he's going to do with it. I agree with Blitz. There's a living troll buried under all that chrome. What's your call, boss? Can't say I envy you the decision. As you approach the MK6, its head turns to track you. Its body is held at rigid attention. God, that's eerie. It's almost like he's waiting for something. Have Glory disable its control circuits. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Glory takes a moment to examine the protrusion at the base of the MK6's spine. Oh, people interrupting people. Right. Glory takes a moment to examine the protrusion at the base of the MK6's spine. And she pops the case on the Zombie's control unit. Her sculpted fingers flicker and dance in the MK6's circuitry. A moment later, a strange shiver runs through his body. It stumbles forward, lurching awkwardly on its feet. A few seconds later, it seems to recover. It stares at its hands for a moment and then turns to face you. The MK6 speaks 2 words. Its voice is as brittle as broken glass. Thank you. Slowly, mechanically, the cyber zombie reaches up to grip its head, and it squeezes. Caught in the vice-like grip of those heavy industrial cyber arms, the MK6 cyber skull might as well have been tinfoil. The air fills with the tortured sound of tearing plastic and buckling steel. The MK6 gives a final heave, and its armoured skull crumples like a paper cup. Its body goes slack and it topples to the ground dead. Blitz stares down the MK6 ruined skull, his eyes wide. Well, that was unexpected and also disgusting. Glory's voice is quiet, reflective. Not as bad as letting him continue to suffer. He clearly wanted to die. Blitz shrugs. Well, I guess we might as well load the body onto the van. Schmidt won't be happy, but it's better than nothing. The back of Hirschmidt's van is easily roomy enough to hold the corpse of the MK6. Send the MK6 back to your client. The U-Bahn feels especially cramped on the ride back to the crib. In your mind's eye, you can still see the carnage that you left behind at the AG Chemi building. Memories replay themselves over and over in your mind, fleeting visions of a hulking thing made of muscle and chrome. You put them aside, shelve them for later. The job is over. It's time to collect your pay. So I heard karma ding. Your PDA rings and your face of your fixer forearm still appears on screen. I've uncovered some terrible information. The team is assembled in the safe house. Please meet us there when you are able. Oh. Welcome back. Your donations have been extremely helpful. Thanks for your assistance. Many of you. Yep. Let's talk about your organisation. I accept donations. Thank you, friend. We've grown so much for 1 year. Thank you, friend. But no, we have grown so much as I am comfortable with for 1 year, and you have done quite enough. Know that you have positively impacted lives. Okay. No more questions, just passing through. Let's go up and drop this information off for them. So they want something. They want something. Deliver the data. Machine accepts your data. Apparently a few minutes later, cred stick pops out. It's got 1,000 new yen for that, for delivering the data. Let's also check if anyone's got any new stuff. That doesn't look like it. So I've probably got to do another proper quest mission. Because what have I actually got left? So I got raise money and the OK International one. OTK International. Check your inbox for messages. You have one message, one last DVD. Screen flickers to life and Mallet's face appears. She wears plastic smile. Hello. Oi again, Richard. Oi again, Richard. Well, I've recovered one last DVD for you, but I'm afraid that's all you're going to get. You might as well use the rest as coasters. They're beyond repair. If you look at the table beside your DVD player, you'll find the disc that I've salvaged. He pauses. A slight frown crosses her face. To be completely honest, that was a lie. To recover this last disc, I was forced to subcontract. Scratchy is still a brute of a man. I'm unimpressed with his manner, and his poor hygiene disgusts me. But he's very good with old things such as this. All credit where it's due. Message ends. Open the jobs directory. Claim payment. You submit the job was finished. A message pops on screen. To call your work unsatisfactory would be an understatement. When I said I wanted the prototype, it should have gone without saying that I wanted it intact and operational. You technically filled the terms of our arrangement, so you'll get paid. But don't ever expect to work for us again, Schmidt. A moment later, second message pops in your inbox. Payment 22.5, deductions for salary 6, ammunition and supply costs 1,500. Automatic done. So I got 375 and I got 11.20 at 250 for any pending jobs. So that's the sabotage run I've got to do. The Alice Fund. I'm 10 grand left, 10 grand off. Is there any pay data I can post? Nope. Is there anything going on? Formula 17. So we've all seen the floating about the tricks. This is some serious stuff. Heavy duty corp written all over it. Not a lot of players could be behind something like this. Ares or SK, or maybe one of the big pharma corps, say Searing or AGC, of course. You can never totally discount the Aziz either. My esteemed colleague, this would indeed be a recipe for some top shelf direct. Whispers from the shadows say scored straight from the F state. Hello boys, I'm a big fan, you know, long time reader, first time poster. Quite an interesting concoction you have there. I'm just itching to cook some up. So many interesting properties to play with. I've already got a few tweaks in mind for my own special version. You sure that you'd want to do that? This stuff doesn't play nice and corps are really bad at sharing their toys. You can of course always share their secrets for them, just got to make sure that you run a little faster than them. Always running, eh? Like clockwork. I'm touched by your concern, but don't worry about it. Little old me, I do declare I shall be ever such fun. Please help me find my daughter. Please don't know she ran away from home. She's human, in her early 20s with short blonde hair and a data jack. She was last seen wearing a light blue dress. Worried mother. It's not exactly the place to looking for missing kids. How did you even know how to get on here? I paid good money to get on here. I was told you people would help. If you've got the new year and you've come to the right place. I'll send you a number that you can reach me on. The old help me find my missing kid routine, a classic. My money is on escaped wage slave. Make sure you do your homework. Dragon Kibby banking wars. Looks like it's been some good old-fashioned bank heist. One of those old defunded banks still had some funds in it apparently. Whoever was responsible walked right in a transfer away a whole lot of Nuyen. That's not all. A pal of mine has been contracted to do some work for one of the others lending establishments in the area. When he went to meet with his contact, all he found was a couple of shell casings and a troll side pool of blood. And I've always assumed that banking was a boring job. It sounds pretty action to me. You've got to break in a big score. Well, looks like a revenge killing, all of that, plus a steady paycheck. What more could you want? If you need me, I'll put in an application on my nearest savings and loans. Corp tracers. Anyone have a good backup plan for when you get stuck with a tracer? Barely managed to bug out of my apartment after a corp hit squad came knocking. Lesson learned: pat yourself down a couple of times and make sure you don't have a tail. If you miss something, I'd rather keep my houses, you know, safe. I've had good luck with RF blockers. I've had a jamming grid set up near my safe house. It protects any signals to a few miles away where I've got some cameras placed, so when someone shows up I know they were there trying to find me. Though I do a sweep to find the tracker. Sharp. How long does that go on before they give up? Usually rule of threes. I keep reprojecting the signal to different locations. In my experience, they give up after the third one is a dead end and stop listening to that RF signal. So let's talk to Paul again. As you step forward, the rest of your team falls silent. Amp still shifts his attention. You see worries on his face. Richard, I have new information. I'm afraid the news isn't good. So you said over the comm, go on. We're listening. 2 years ago, a large shipment of highly lethal radioactive bioweapon disappeared en route to storage facility in Dresden. The weapon was designated X-15. I've traced the path of the mission shipment is delivered to the Harfield Manor. Well, that sounds horrible. It is. I've heard this stuff before. Back in the service, we call it Doom. I've never run across it in the wild, but I've heard enough horror stories to know that I don't want to. Stories that you've heard correct. This Doom is an extremely dangerous substance. He gestures to a technical document on his computer display I've been reading up. To this day, the story of Doom remains a cautionary tale in biotech circles. Monoclonal antibody technology is strictly regulated now. And this substance is one of the reasons why. What does this stuff do exactly? Amstel clears his throat and reads aloud from the information on screen. Doom kills by destroying the host's muscle tissue via radioactive decay. Each individual Doom antibody is bound to a radioactive bismuth 212 isotope. When introduced into a host, these antibodies bind to the surface level of muscle tissue, and tissue is killed with alpha radiation. This process repeats itself until the host wastes away and dies. Jesus. Iger nods grimly. I've heard that Doom was deployed in a couple of border skirmishes back in 41. After seeing what it did to people close up, the UCAS passed a unilateral ban on the stuff. If that doesn't tell you how bad it is, nothing will. Okay, so I hesitate to ask, what would a dragon want with this drag? Nothing good. That much goes without saying. This development worries me, Richard. It worries me greatly. So the dragon has a bioweapon. Alright, good to know, but doesn't change what we need to do. If the dragon is stockpiling bioweapons, we've got an even bigger problem on our hands. Looking at the big picture here, I don't like what I see. There's a moment of silence, and then Dietrich speaks up. Well, in my book, it doesn't change anything. I mean, it's up the stakes if the Firewing is allowed to carry out her plans, whatever those might be. But we're going to stop her before that happens. That was the plan. As far as I'm concerned, it still is the plan. Dietrich, we need to focus on what's in front of us, whatever the dragon's larger plans might be. The fact is, she is after us. We shouldn't let ourselves get distracted by anything else. Amstel is slow to respond. Finally he nods. Yes, I concur. For the time being, we must continue forward, and that means that you must continue working towards raising Alice's funds. I'll leave the matter in your capable hands. When you've acquired the necessary funds and are ready to head back out to the rabbit hole, let me know. From there, we will discuss the next steps. Good. If you need me, I'll be getting prepped for the next run. Right behind you, love. Dietrich casts a backwards glance to Glory. If any of this has an impact on her, she doesn't show it. Come on, Glory, let's go. Okay, so the game's saved. That's good. I'm going to take a break and have some food, and I'll probably be back later. Thank you very much. I'll